So 9 planets have natural traits, and the two traits are benefic or Sowmya and Malefic or Krura. So first I'll list the planets and then I'll explain. So benefic or Sowmya. Sowmya means soft, sweet or soothing, while Krura means cruel, uh, merciless and very strict. That can be represented by Krura. So the naturally Sowmya or benefic planets are Moon, Venus, Mercury. And the rest of the 6 planets, all 6 planets are malefic or Krura. That is Sun, Mars. Oh, sorry, I forgot Jupiter. So Sun, Mars, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu. So these 4 are the Sowmya grahas and these 4 are the Krura grahas. Sorry, these 5 are the Krura grahas. So to understand this, let's say just try to assume all these 9 planets are teachers and they're trying to teach you a lesson. So initially, Moon representing the mother would probably teach a child to do something and to not do something, and teach right and wrong. And the same way Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Moon, Venus and Mercury are similar as they're very soft planets. Meaning they're like mothers trying to teach a child who's around a 3-year-old or 2-year-old. So they're going to be very gentle and try to teach you the lessons in a very gentle and speech related manner. And they only use speech, and that is also very sweet speech, sweet and soothing speech. Whereas Jupiter can be a bit strict, like a strict teacher. Not like these 5 planets. Jupiter would be a bit stern, like a father being stern and strict to a 4-year-old or 5-year-old. That is how Jupiter would treat. And still the Jupiter being the teacher wouldn't be abusive or anything, especially verbally also, would just be a bit stern, that's all, and would have a slightly louder or a stronger voice compared to the soothing planets. And Jupiter is also considered Sowmya Graha only, but just a bit more stern, that's all. Now coming to Malefic grahas teach lessons. They are also teachers, but the way they teach is slightly different compared to the 4 planets, because when these 4 planets try to teach you, like let's say these 3 very soft planets try to teach you something and you don't learn. Next, Jupiter tries to teach you with a more stern voice. If you don't learn the same lessons when Jupiter also teaches you, then it comes down to these 5 planets. That is, starting you can consider as Sun and Mars only, because Sun and Mars also try to teach you in a very stern and very strong way. Sun will break down your ego and pride, and that's how Sun will teach you the lessons that you should be learning, which you didn't learn when these 4 planets try to teach you. Sun will break down your ego and pride. Mars will cause accidents. It's mostly physical accidents, and because of those accidents, you'll end up learning the same lessons. And Saturn is a bit more stronger and stricter teacher compared to Sun and Mars also. Saturn will take everything away from you and will give it back to you only when you learn the lessons. That's how simple Saturn's lesson is. Saturn won't hold a stick like Mars or Rahu by hitting you or causing you to lose any limb or something and try to teach you a lesson in that way. Saturn will simply take away everything you have. One after the other, you'll start losing everything. A very rich or a kingly person can become a homeless person in Saturn's Sade Sati. That's how strong Saturn's lessons are. And eventually, as the person becomes more humble or down to earth and very giving, forgiving, hardworking person, Saturn gives back whatever he had 10 to 20 folds. That's how Saturn teaches. And coming to Rahu, Rahu is probably the most malefic of all the grahas. Rahu is merciless. He will teach you lessons by probably creating the most problematic situations in your life. That is how Rahu teaches lessons. He will take away pride, he will take away physical strength, he will take away whatever you have, he'll destroy everything and teach you a lesson. And that is how Rahu teaches lesson. And finally coming to Ketu. Ketu is simple. He'll cut off everything you have. Let's say you are attached to something, you are attached to pride. Here Sun just causes some destruction to your pride, and that teaches you lesson. But if you don't learn learn your lessons from all the 8 planets, after experiencing all the 8 planets also you didn't learn the lesson, Ketu will cut off everything related to that particular attachment, because Ketu represents detachment. Let's say you are attached to a person, let's say a partner, and these people being, let's say your mother advises you to stay away from the partner because the partner, she or he might not be right for you, and your teacher tells you, and your father tells you in a strong way, and others also tell you in a very very strong manner. If you still don't learn, the partner will eventually simply leave you. This is what Ketu shows. Ketu shows complete detachment. Ketu will simply cut off. Ketu represents scissors also. Ketu will simply cut off the attachment or the string that is tying you with that person. So this is how all the malefic and benefic planets work. These are the natural traits of these grahas. Yeah, if I missed anything, I'll cover in the individual planets when I explain the gemstones or the numerological numbers related to these planets. If I missed anything, I'll explain it there. Yeah, I think I covered everything.